Let's talk about pumping on the go with the new Motif Aura Glow wearable breast pumps. I'm Jackie. I'm a registered nurse, international board certified lactation consultant, and mom of four. And I'm the lactation director here at Motif Medical. And I've had the distinct honor of getting to work on the design of the Motif Aura Glow. And I love, love, love this pump. It is perfect for on-the-go pumping. The things I love about it are that it's super comfy with this soft breast shield. It comes with 5 flange sizing options in the box, so you're more likely to get that comfortable pump right out of the box. And it has pre-programmed modes. So the pre-programmed modes are gonna be amazing for on-the-go pumping. When you're like multitasking, you need your mind to be on something else, you can turn it on and do the general pumping mode, which is gonna do massage and then expression. It's gonna go back to massage mode to get a second letdown and finish in expression. It's amazing. You just select it, change your level of suction, and it does the rest for you. It's also got a cluster feeding mode, which is going to pump and then pause for a few minutes and pump for a few minutes and pause for a few minutes. It does that for a 30-minute session, and you get the benefit of starting and stopping and starting the stimulation of your breasts by pausing that pump session and then restarting it. You get a little boost of oxytocin, which actually can make you have a little easier letdown and make the milk a little bit more available. So it kind of mimics what your baby does with cluster feeding, with starting and stopping and starting and stopping and feeding really close together. It's just condensed down into a 30-minute pump session. So this is a fabulous option for pumping on the go. It's discreet, it's quiet, it doesn't weigh very much. I love this pump. It's also really comfortable. But how do you put all of it together? How do you get on the go and it's with ease? There is a new secret weapon for that, and that is a really compact little wet bag that you can use with your Motif Aura Glow. This is a fantastic bag. First of all, it's as cute as can be. It has this little strap that you can use to strap it in different ways. You can pop it off and change it to a loop. So lots of options. The way I like to set this up as like your on-the-go pumping station is put things in the front, like your extra parts and pieces, maybe duckbill valves, your charging cords, the sizing inserts that come with your glow, they can go in this front pocket. The bra strap adapters that can help you get a better fit with your Motif Aura Glow, those are nice things to put here. And then you can, in this main pocket, which is nice and thick, it is wet dry, you can stick your pumps in here side by side and keep them safe until you're ready to pump. And then when you're done, just take the motor off of your Motif Aura Glow, pour out your milk through the pour spout, and put your dirty parts in the wet dry bag to take home and wash later. It's a great, great option. And the best thing about it is it doesn't take up much space. Everything can be all together. And then when you're done with it, you can throw the whole bag in the washing machine. It's washing machine approved. It is machine washable. So that is a great option. We don't need another thing to have to wipe out and clean up. You just throw it in the wash and it's ready to go again. When you are setting up like your mobile pumping station, the main things that you need are obviously your pump. You need any extra parts like duckbill valves. Those are, man, you never know when you're gonna lose a duckbill valve or one of them is gonna have a little rip in it and you need a replacement. So you wanna include that. Make sure you bring your charging cords just in case you would be in a situation where you need to charge your pumps on the go. Pack something to store your milk in. So a couple of milk storage bags in the front pocket of that wet dry bag. I like to have something to tie my hair back and a little bit of lip balm and even some hand sanitizer. So I'm in a place where I can't wash my hands before I pump, but it's super important that we have clean collection of our milk. Some hand sanitizer is fantastic, and even some sanitizing wipes are nice to wipe down the surface where you might be setting your pumps down or using it as your pumping station. So you've got all that set up. What about, do you need to pump on a schedule? Do you need to, make sure you're pumping every so many hours? And we nurse our babies on cue, but pumping is a little bit different. That does need to be on a bit of a schedule. For most people, it's gonna be every 3 hours while you're separated from your baby. Some can go a little bit longer without pumping and still be okay if they have a larger storage capacity in their breast. Some might need to pump a little bit more often if they have a smaller storage capacity in their breast. But for most people, it's about every 3 hours. The reason we need to pump more frequently and not just say, oh, I'll pump half as many times, but pump twice as many minutes. The reason that doesn't work to say, instead of pumping 4 times, I'm gonna pump 2 times for 30 minutes instead of 4 times for 15 minutes is because whenever we let the breast fill up with milk, there is a compound in your breast called the feedback inhibitor of lactation, and it does just what its name says. It tells your body to slow down production when the concentration of that feedback inhibitor of lactation goes up. So when your breasts are full, it sends the signal, we don't need any more milk, or they would just keep filling and filling and filling. So it shuts down that production to keep them from getting too full, and in the long run, that can hurt your milk supply. So we don't wanna go long periods of time without removing milk. We want to remove milk frequently, typically every 3 hours when you're separated from your baby. Now, if you are using something like the Motif Luna as your primary pump, which I highly recommend pairing these two together, this as like your anchor and this for on the go. I love to, maybe for a typical work day, you're nursing in the morning or pumping with the Luna first thing before work. Maybe you're using Aura Glow next, on a call or in a virtual meeting or even an in-person meeting because it's very discreet. And then over lunch hour when you have a bit more time, go back to your Luna and maybe if you're exclusively pumping, you would use Luna again at home before bed. So it's like your anchor. You kind of want to think about it as breakfast, lunch, and dinner are great times to check in with Luna. If you can't do that, you can't bring your Luna back and forth and you can only do Aura Glow, that's totally an option. Opt for Luna maybe just morning and night. Morning because we have higher prolactin levels, you're gonna have a bit more milk. You want the powerhouse getting that milk out, emptying you really well before you start your day. So Luna would be an option first thing in the morning. Maybe you nurse your baby and then you pump with Luna for a little bit just to make sure you're totally ready for the day as your first 2 milk removals of the day. And then you go through the workday with Aura Glow. On the go, it's easy, you can multitask, all the things. And then when you come back together with baby, if you're nursing, nurse. If you're exclusively pumping, you would want to use the Luna to really empty out before bedtime. We're never truly empty, but we want to definitely drain the breast as well as possible before we have long periods of time without milk removal, which could be at night for you if your baby's sleeping a bit longer. So that's a down and dirty on how to do on-the-go pumping, how to maximize your efforts with something like Aura Glow, anchoring it with the Motif Luna, and using this fabulous, adorable wet bag. Don't forget this wet bag can be used for other things besides pumping, like blowouts, because hello, machine washable, put that dirty outfit in there, take care of it later. When you're done pumping, it's a fabulous option for storing your bathing suit when it's wet and you're coming from the beach or the pool, or even your workout clothes. You can stuff them in here and not get the stink all over the rest of your workout bag. Throw this in the washer when you get home and easy peasy. I hope this is helpful for you. I love making videos that help families have an easier time with pumping and all things baby care, and I am wishing you happy pumping.